how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Ask Jesse. You guys had some amazing questions this week. Thank you so much, everybody, for taking the time to ask them. And I have answers to two of them for you. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize in advance. Please forgive me. Okay, question number one comes to us from Luis Todd. Luis says, how do I keep my motivation in job search when I don't even hear back from most I apply for? And ones I do say, I keep you on file. Many of us can relate to the frustrations of trying to find a job. And my advice to you is this. To keep your motivation, first, remind yourself of this. If you're not hearing back from them, then that's probably not what it's meant to be. I personally do not believe in coincidence. I believe that things happen for a reason, and I believe that the perfect job is out there waiting for you. And that's why you haven't heard back from any of these other jobs, because that's just what they'd be. They'd just be a job, meaning they'd just be something to hold a space and time. They'd be like a blip in your life. But if you're looking for something more long-term, I believe that's still out there for you, and that's why you haven't heard back from them. So first of all, remind yourself of that. Remind yourself that the perfect job is out there just waiting for you, and the reason you haven't heard back from the other ones is because they're just not what you're meant to be doing at this time. Second, the other thing I would tell myself is this. The reason I haven't heard back from a job yet is because I haven't got clear enough of exactly what kind of job I want. Meaning, I'm not connecting enough with the parts of myself that will be happy and fulfilled in jobs. I don't know what the statistics are around the world, but in the United States, it's something like 80% of people report not liking their job. 80%. That's a huge amount of people. And you think about it, if we're working 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, and there's only, 168 hours a week? That's a huge amount of our waking time is spent at a job. So the fact that you're still looking right now gives you time to really think about what it is you want out of a job, so that you're able to find one that brings you that happiness and fulfillment, so those 40 or so hours a week that you're spending working are spent doing something you enjoy. Right? If you're going to work, you might as well focus on doing the work that you enjoy rather than just doing work that you don't. Why go and spend 40 hours of your week every week doing something you dread if you have the option of doing something you really enjoy? Okay? So those are my big things. Is one, remember, if you haven't got the call yet, that means it's just not the one that's right for you. And two, this just means it's an opportunity for you to really focus in on what you want and what's going to bring you fulfillment and satisfaction in the workplace. Okay, thank you. That's a great question. The second question I'm going to answer comes to us, where was that at? From Dina Arsnault. And Dina asks, why does living just outside of your comfort zone make you regress and fall into self-doubt? Hint, this is what's happening to me right now. So why does living outside of your comfort zone make you regress and fall into self-doubt? My first question I would ask to you, Dina, is this, or to anybody who's in this situation. Does your comfort zone make you do anything? Does living outside of your comfort zone make you do anything? Meaning, is your comfort zone a thing, a person, an animal, something that has some sort of physical power over you to force you to do something? Does your comfort zone have the ability to hold a gun to your head and say, hey, you have to be uncomfortable and regress right now? No, of course it doesn't. It doesn't. It's a thing. It's an idea. It's an abstract. And this is what I would tell you. The only person making you regress is you. That's it. It's you. It's not your comfort zone. It's not living outside your comfort zone. That's just your interpretation of it because you've gotten in a place where you're uncomfortable. You panic and go, crap, what am I going to do? And you think, boy, this is really, that's kind of scary. I better get back on. It's kind of like you go out and you're in the ocean and you see this beautiful reef underneath and you see all the fish swimming around. And you know it's a little deeper than you're used to and you think, wow, I'm just going to jump in. It looks so awesome. And then you get in there and you start to go down and you realize, whoa, that's really deep. That's really deep. Do I really want to risk being outside of my comfort zone, being in an area I don't feel comfortable swimming in, to get down and explore that amazing area below? Now it's real easy right here to say, well, I can't swim good enough to be in the deep water. I'll get back on the boat. But really, what's the difference between the 30-foot deep water and the 20-foot deep water? 10 feet. Either way, you still can't touch the ground. You still can't touch the ground. It's just your perception. It's just your perception that once you're outside of your comfort zone, something's forcing you to regress. You're choosing to regress. So remind yourself of this, that the fact that you're outside your comfort zone is a good thing. It's your time to grow. It's your opportunity to learn. There's a wonderful, amazing world to explore. And so what you need to focus on instead of the regression part is focus instead on what's out in front of you. Because if you step in your comfort zone like this, 1 foot in and 1 foot out, it's really easy to lean in and say, well, that looks interesting. That looks really cool, but I'm not sure, and then come right back out. Don't do that. Jump all the way in and force yourself to stay here. Because I promise if you're here and you tell yourself there's no turning back, there will be no regression because there's no chance of going backwards. You're going to have to take the time to adjust, get used to, and accept what's going on. And then ultimately you're going to be able to find a new space and a new level of comfort in your new surroundings. And then once you do that, it's going to be time to take another step forward. As long as you keep stepping forward, there's never going to be a backwards. Backwards and the regression is in your own mind. It's not something forcing you to do it, it's you choosing to do it. So choose not to do it and accept your own responsibility for how much control and power you have over dictating how your life goes forward. And when I say you, I mean all of you. Okay? You guys, those are awesome questions. Thank you so much for asking them. Again, if I didn't answer your question this week, please ask it this coming week. I will get to answer 1 or 2 questions again next week. Keep asking the questions. Eventually, I'm going to get it answered. If you guys found value in this, please, 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 please share it with your friends and family. It helps me get my message out. And, who knows? Somebody could really benefit from this. And if you guys enjoyed this, please click like in the little like thumbs up thing below. I would love to hear what you guys think. So leave some comments below, and I look forward to doing this again next week. I'll talk to you then.